Hello and welcome to this fast attack section of the new Eldar codex video with me, Xenovids. So what I'm going to do is compare the fast attack from the previous edition with the new one. So let's start with how it is in the new codex with Swooping Hawks. Now they come at 16 points a model, when previously they were 21 points a model. So they've dropped in points quite a bit. They have a weapon skill and ballistic skill of 4, strength and toughness of 3, 1 wound, initiative 5, 1 attack, leadership 9, and a 4+ armor save. The Swooping Hawk Exarch has a weapon skill and ballistic skill of 5, strength 3, toughness 3, 1 wound, initiative 6, 2 attacks, leadership 9, and a 3+ armor save. The war gear: aspect armor, which is the 4+ armor save, heavy aspect armor for the Exarch, the 3+ armor save, las blaster, haywire grenades, plasma grenades, grenade pack, and Swooping Hawk's wings. The las blaster is a 24-inch strength-free AP5 assault-free weapon. Now their special rules are Ancient Doom and Battle Focus, Fleet, Herald of Victory, and Skyleap. They may upgrade a Swooping Hawk to a Swooping Hawk Exarch for 10 points. The Swooping Hawk Exarch may exchange his Las Blaster for one of the following: a Hawk's Talon for 10 points, or a Sun Rifle for 15. The Swooping Hawk Exarch may take a power weapon for 10 points. The Hawk's Talon is a 24-inch strength 5 AP5 assault free, and the Sun Rifle is a 24-inch strength 3 AP3 assault free blind. Swooping Hawk Exarch may take up to 2 of the following Exarch powers: Night Vision at 5 points, Marksman's Eye at 10 points, and Hit and Run for 15 points. Now with the Swooping Hawks, they have Herald of Victory and Skyleap. Herald of Victory is a unit that consists entirely of models with this special rule: does not scatter when it arrives from deep strike, which is huge. Having the ability to not scatter. These guys yo-yo around the table with their other ability, Skyleap. A unit composed entirely of models with this special rule can Skyleap. When it does so, remove the unit from the board and place it into ongoing reserve. This cannot be done the same turn the unit arrives from reserve. A Skyleap can only be performed at the start of the unit's movement phase, before regroup tests. Units that are locked in combat, pinned, falling back, or carrying a relic or other objects cannot Skyleap. A Swooping Hawks unit that is in reserve at the end of the game awards victory points, as if they had been removed as casualties. Now the previous edition, Skyleap included a blast weapon that could go anywhere on the table, and so that's been taken away. But they don't scatter anymore, which I don't know is with the 5 points decrease, I think it's justifiable. But I'm not sure whether I'd use Swooping Hawks personally. Warp Spiders are next. They are 19 points a model, when previously they were 22 points a model. So they've gone down in points. Their weapon skill and ballistic skill 4, strength and toughness 3, with 1 wound, initiative 5, 1 attack, leadership 9, a 3+ armor save. And the Exarch is a weapon skill ballistic skill of 5, strength and toughness 3, 1 wound, initiative 6, 2 attacks, leadership 9, and 3+ armor save. They have heavy aspect armor, a death spinner, and a warp jump generator. The death spinner is a 12-inch strength 6 assault 2, and it has monofilament. Now monofilament means if the target's initiative is 3 or less, or it has no initiative, so Tau, Necrons, like that, and Orcs, hits are resolved at +1 strength. And also, on a 6 to wound, the target is wounded automatically at AP 1. So, their weapons have greatly improved. A lot of the Eldar weaponry, including the Shuriken, have the ability to, on a 6 to wound, it's AP 2 or AP 1. So another way for Eldar to be very punchy. Now, they've got Ancient Doom as a special rule, Battle Focus, Fleet, and Hit and Run. They may upgrade one of the Warp Spiders to an Exarch for 10 points. The Warp Spider Exarch may exchange his Death Spinner for one of the following: a twin-linked Death Spinner, so twin-linked of the same weapon, or a Spinneret Rifle. Now the Spinneret Rifle is an 18-inch, strength 6, AP 1, rapid fire, monofilament pinning. The Warp Spider Exarch may take a pair of Power Blades at 20 points. The Twin-Link Death Spinner is 5 points, the Spinneret is 15 points. The Warp Spider Exarch may take 2 of the following powers: Fast Shot at 10 points, Marksman Eye at 10 points, and Stalker at 10 points. If I jump to their section, I'll talk about the Warp Jump Generator and see if it's changed at all or if it's exactly the same as how it was. The Warp Jump Generator, models with Warp Jump Generators gain the Jetpack unit type, as described in the rulebook of the 40k variety. In the movement phase, a model with a Warp Jump Generator can choose to either move as a jetpack infantry or make a warp jump. If making a warp jump, it immediately moves up to 6 plus 2d6. So a minimum of 8 and a maximum of 18 in any direction. You roll once per turn each turn. Now, they ignore all intervening terrain and models. This move ignores dangerous terrain. If the 2d6 rolls a double, one member of the unit, determined randomly, is removed as a casualty. Warp jump cannot be used when falling back. So from here, it doesn't say, like if you deep strike a unit onto a piece of terrain, it doesn't say it is hindered by that. So you could do a jump into a building, for example, it looks like, which is also very good. I like Warp Spiders. They are a good fast attack option, and I think they're better than Swooping Hawks, but they're the second of many fast attack options. So let's move to the next one, which is Shining Spears. They are 25 points a model, when previously they were 35 points a model. They are Weapon Skill and Ballistic Skill at 4, Strength 3, Toughness 4, 1 Wound, Initiative 5, 1 Attack, Leadership 9, and a 3-up Armor save. And the Exarch is Weapon Skill, Ballistic Skill 5, Strength 3, Toughness 4, 1 Wound, Initiative 6, 2 Attacks, Leadership 9, and an Armor save of 3. They're jet bikes, for all purposes. They have heavy aspect armor, laser lance, and an Eldar jet bike. Now, the laser lance works in close combat and as a shooting attack. The laser lance is a 6-inch, strength 6, AP 3, assault 1 lance, and in close combat, it is +3 to the strength of the user, AP 3 to melee impact lance. So still designed to poke someone's eye out and explode their face. They come with Ancient Doom, Battle Focus, Outflank, and Skilled Rider. They may upgrade one Shining Spear to a Shining Spear Exarch at 10 points. The Shining Spear Exarch may exchange his Laser Lance for a power weapon for free, or a Star Lance for 10 points. Now, the Star Lance is a 6-inch, strength 8, AP 2, assault 1 lance shooting, and a Strength 8 AP2 melee impact lance in close combat. The Shining Spear Exarch may take up to 2 of the following Exarch powers: Monster Hunter at 5 points, Disarming Strike at 10, and Hit and Run at 15. These are, I think they're a lot better, and they come down in points. But I've never used them. So if you have used them, or think of ways that they're not so good, if they've changed for the better or not, please leave a comment below, so that I can learn a little bit more about units I've never used. 3 more. The first of our flyers now. Eldar have flyers that aren't Forge World. The first one is the Crimson Hunter. This one is primarily, that's the word, in the fluff, designed to take down other flyers. Now this is a major way of anti-flyer for the Eldar, but it also packs a punch against vehicles. It comes with 2 stat lines. The first is Crimson Hunter, ballistic skill 4, front, side and rear armor of 10, 3 hull points, and is a vehicle flyer. You can upgrade it to a Crimson Hunter Exarch, which means the ballistic skill changes to 5, and the upgrade is 20 points. Crimson Hunter is 160 points bare minimum, so if you did upgrade it, it'd be 180. And it comes with 2 bright lances and a pulse laser. It has the perfect strike for the Crimson Hunter Exarch only, Sky Hunter, and Vector Dancer. The Crimson Hunter Exarch may replace both of its bright lances with star cannons for free. Star cannons are 36-inch, strength 6, AP2, heavy 2. The Crimson Hunter Exarch may take the following Exarch powers: Night Vision and Marksman's Eye. Going to the section of the Crimson Hunter, its special abilities of Sky Hunter means that when shooting at an enemy vehicle with the flyer type, a model with Sky Hunter special rule re-rolls armor penetration rolls that do not cause a glancing or penetrating hit. So not only can you re-roll to glance or penetrate, you could slightly interpret that as re-rolls armor penetration rolls that do not cause a glancing or penetrating hit. So you can say, oh, it didn't cause a glancing hit, but I'll re-roll it. That's one way to interpret it. If you think I'm wrong, let me know, but that's a little bit cheesy. It also has perfect strike. A model with this special rule makes precision shots onto hit rolls of a 6. Vipers are next. Viper Squadrons. They are at 50 points, when previously they were 45, so they've gone up by 5. Ballistic skill is now 4, front, side and rear armor of 10, and 2 hull points. They come with a shuriken cannon and a twin-linked shuriken catapult. They may include up to 2 additional Vipers at 50 points. Any Viper can exchange its shuriken cannon for one of the following: Star Cannon at 5 points, Bright Lance at 10 points, Scatter Laser at 10 points, or an Eldar missile launcher with plasma and starshot missiles. Now, the Scatter Laser we haven't talked about yet, which is 36-inch, strength 6, AP6, heavy 4, laser lock, which basically means you fire with that and then everything else becomes twin-linked on that target. Eldar missile launchers with plasma and starshot missiles. Plasma is range 48, strength 4, AP4, heavy 1 blast pinning, and starshot is 48-inch, strength 8, AP3, heavy 1 pinning. So you get a choice when firing at your opponent's models if you want it to be lower AP but pinning and blast. So you've got a bit of variety if you choose that option. Any Viper may exchange its twins-linked shuriken catapult for a shuriken cannon. Now the shuriken cannon and catapult are as follows. Shuriken Cannon, 24 inch, strength 6, AP 5, assault 3, blade storm. The Shuriken Catapult is 12 inch, strength 4, AP 5, assault 2, blade storm. Now with blade storm on Shuriken weapons, honour to wound roll of a 6, it's AP 2, which is never a bad thing. The big thing a lot of people cried out about with something like the Howling Banshees when 6th edition happened was that their weapons are now AP3. Power weapons are AP3. There's not a lot for AP2. On a roll of a 6, it's AP2. So, adds a bit of flavour. When you're rolling your dice, it adds a bit of, I don't know, another level to the way you play. It's more random, but in a good way, I think. It makes it more exciting. Now going on to the last of our flyers and the last of our fast attack section. We have the Hemlock Fighter. This is a ballistic skill 4, front, side and rear armor 10, 3 hull points flyer. It has 2 heavy D-scythes, mind shock pod and spirit zones, all for 185 points. The 2 heavy D-scythes are 18 inch, strength 4, AP 2, assault 1, blast and distort, which means on a 6 to wound, weapon wounds automatically has the instant death. A 6 rolled for armor penetration automatically causes a penetrating hit. And the other one was mind shock pod and spirit zones. I'll go to its section in just a second. It has a psychic pilot, a psycho mastery level 1 and vector dancer. The Hemlock Fighter does not roll for psychic powers, but always knows the Terrify psychic power. Let's go to its section. The Terrify psychic power apparently is from the telepathy discipline. If anyone knows that one, please comment below. So the Mind Shock pod, which is, if you've seen the model, seems to be that bulb thing that's underneath the actual flyer, basically is all successful morale or pinning tests made within 12 inches of a Hemlock Fighter must be re-rolled. So I'm guessing, I don't know the rule, Terrify allows you the opportunity to say to an opponent's unit, you take a morale test. If they pass it, then the plane goes, no, we'll do that again. So it kind of messes around with the psyche of the opponent, which is interesting. The Spirit Zones. A vehicle with this upgrade ignores crew shaken results on a roll of a 2+, and crew stunned on a 4+. With the vehicle Eldar vehicle upgrades, equipment, I'm going to do in a separate video, and I'll go into more detail about that. So that is fast attack section. What do I think? I think that it's a good section. There's 6 to choose from. I think the weakest are Swooping Hawks. 2 flyers. I prefer the Crimson Hunter, the way I play, more aggressive. Vipers, they're okay, but I think my 2 favourites are Warp Spiders and Shining Spears. If you think otherwise, or you agree with me, let me know below, and I can learn more, because I need to start building up my lists for up and coming battles. So yeah, that's Fast Attack. Thank you for listening or watching, or if you've got this in the background whilst you're painting or doing something, please subscribe, like, share, comment and everything like that. Goodbye.